Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Garber Co-op, serving the communities of Garber, Fairmont, and Covington, knows how important high school sports is to the community and is excited to help sponsor this contest. The Garber Co-op can help you with all of your grain, fertilizer, custom fertilized spread, feed, fuel, and propane needs. Visit the Garber Co-op today or call us at 580-863-2292. The Garber Co-op salutes all of the coaches, athletes, and cheerleaders who make the commitment to make high school sports great.
Hi, welcome back to GarberWolverines.tv. My name is Brian Hinman, and I'm joined here by Parker Dixon. He's going to be running our camera, and he's going to be our producer. And we got a game against the Ripley Warriors and the Perry Maroons. They're about to announce the starters. For the Perry Maroons, number 0, Tajon Williams. Number 2, Hollis Garfield. Number 12, Heston Witter. Number 21, Zane Wolf. And number 23, Matthew Larkin. And now the Ripley Warriors. Number 1, Cashton McIntyre. Number 10, Colby Zetterberg. Number 11, Blake Kleinsmith. Number 21, Luke Lundy. And number 22, Bryce Smith. Ripley Warriors will be home and Perry Maroons will be visitors, the guests. All right, Luke Lundy is going to be tipping off for the Ripley Warriors, and number 22 for Perry Maroons. Sorry, got that backwards. Ripley Warriors, number 22, Bryce Smith, and then number 21, Zane Wolf for Perry. And Perry's going to win the tip-off. Number 0 is going to have that, Tajon Williams. Williams to 12 at the wing. The wing to the top of the 3. It's 23, Larkin. Larkin to 0, Williams. 12 to 2. Going to be passing the ball around a lot here. Trying to look for something open. Find an open spot. Going to drop the ball there, but get it right back. Going to drive in a little bit, 23 there. Williams at the wing to 12. Driving in. Passing around. Trying to be aggressive here, but while looking for something to work with. And from the wing, number 23 shoots a 3, no good. Now Ripley's going to be taking it back the other way. Number 10, Zetterberg's going to knock over one of the Perry Maroons. It's a foul on Zetterberg. Larkin's going to pass it into Williams. Williams going to hand it over to Garfield. Garfield trying to get it to either 12 or 23, and it's going to go out of bounds. Ripley passes it into 11. It's going to be Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith to number 1, McIntyre. Looks like they're trying to pass it back to 22, but Perry's going to get that ball back. Going to get it into 12 in the paint, just outside the paint, short corner. He's going to get it back, going to look for something. Pass it around, Williams with the ball. Now Garfield, pass it around to Williams. Up for the three from the wing, number 2, Garfield. It's going to be good for a 3-point. Klein-Smith to McIntyre. To Smith. To 11, Klein-Smith. Klein-Smith back to McIntyre to Smith. Smith to McIntyre. Pass it around a little bit. To 21. Ooh. 22's gonna try to pass it, and it's gonna go right over 10's head, Klein-Smith. And that's gonna be a timeout, and we're gonna be back on GarberWolverines.tv after this break. The score is 0-3. Welcome back to Wolverines.tv. We got the Perry Maroons with 3 points and Ripley Warriors with 0. We're back. Williams is going to have the ball at the G. He's going to apply a little bit of pressure, drive in, hand it back out to 2. Apply a little bit. Going to get over to the corner, to the top of the 3. 12. Driving it around, looking to make something happen. Get it over to 2. Garfield. Garfield to Williams. Williams to Witter. Witter to 23, Larkin. Larkin to 2. Gonna just pass it around a lot. Look for something to happen. Goes up for the layup, number 2. No good. It's gonna be Ripley ball now. Gonna be passed around in between both the wings and the top of the 3. It's gonna go back over to the wing. To 11, to the corner. We're looking to make something happen here. Pass it around. Both teams communicating between their teammates. It's going to be a 3 from the wing. It's going to be no good. Ripley's going to get that rebound right back. And corner shot from number 22 for Ripley, Smith, Bryce Smith, and it's going to be good for a 3-point. Williams now taking the ball down the court. Williams over to 12, Witter. Witter to Garfield. Garfield to Williams. Williams into the paint to 23, gonna go for the floater, and it's good. It's number 23, Matthew Larkin for the 2-point. All right, the ball's gonna be passing, handed out to 11 for Ripley. Klein-Smith. Klein-Smith to McIntyre. McIntyre back to Klein-Smith. Gonna get it over to 10. Zetterberg. End up back up with McIntyre from the corner. Ball's up, no good from Zetterberg. Williams taking the ball back down the court. Williams is going to pass it into 21. Ball's dribbling around his feet there, but he gets it back, tries to pass to Williams. The ball's going to end up in Ripley's hands. Zetterberg taking it back the other way now. Now Klein-Smith. Klein-Smith gets the ball taken by Perry. Taking it back the other way. Gonna be passed around to the corner. Gonna be passed in. Gonna be top to Williams to the wing. Back to 12 to 23 Larkin. Larkin to Williams. To Garfield. Lots of passing around here. Trying to find an opening to Williams. Garfield. Garfield 23 to 12, and Ripley's gonna take that ball. 11 Klein-Smith up with the layup, and it's good. Perry's gonna try to take it right back down, applying pressure. Williams gonna take it a little slow. Give everyone a breather. Williams tries to pass it to one of his teammates. It's gonna be stolen by Ripley. Ripley over to Klein-Smith. All right. It's going to be whistle. It's going to be timeout, and we'll be back. Score is 5-5, tied game, and we'll be back after these ads.
Surface Experts is your one-stop shop for all of your hard surface damage. If you have a scratch, chip, crack, burn mark, or hole, we can handle it. We repair all types of hard surfaces, including stone and laminate countertops, wood and LVP floors, tubs, showers, and cabinets. We can also grind and polish glass cooktops and remove scratches from stainless steel elevators and appliances. We focus on repairing just the spot with the damage, so you don't have to replace the whole surface. We work with apartments and residential properties all over Oklahoma. Give us a call today to schedule your repair.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates.
Welcome back to GarberWolverines.tv. We are back, and Perry's going to have the ball. Williams taking it down the court. Williams communicating with his team, getting him to go where he needs. Williams over to 11. Back out to Garfield, to 12. It's going to be passed around a little bit. Williams, Garfield. Garfield to Milligan. Back to Garfield, and it's going to be whistle. It's going to be Ripley ball possession. Zetterberg passing it into Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith with the ball at the G. Gonna get it over to 22, Smith. Smith into Zetterberg, back out to Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith up from the elbow, and it's good for a 2-point. Perry now taking the ball back the other way, Williams. Williams driven around, looking to make something happen. He's gonna give it over to 11. He's gonna give it to Garfield. Now, Garfield back to 11, Milligan. Milligan to Williams. Williams to 12, Witter. Witter to Garfield. Garfield gets it over to 23. No, he does not. Ball's gonna be fought for on the ground, and it's gonna be a whistle. It's gonna be Ripley jump ball. Zetterberg passing it into Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith at the G, gives it over to 22, Smith. Smith's gonna get it over to 21, Lundy. Lundy to Kleinsmith in the paint, and it's gonna be a whistle. It's gonna be foul on fouls on Larkin. It's his first personal and first team foul for the quarter. It's gonna be jump ball Ripley. One's gonna be passing it in. McIntyre pass it into Zetterberg. Zetterberg with the 3-point from the wing, and it's gonna be good. Williams taking it back down the court. Williams to Garfield. Garfield's getting pressured by the Ripley Warriors, and it's going to be passed over to 21, Wolf, for a good 2-point. Kleinsmith with the ball. Kleinsmith over to McIntyre. Back to Kleinsmith, to Zetterberg. Zetterberg over to Smith. Smith all the way over to Zetterberg, back at the wing, other side of the court. He's going to throw up a 3-point, no good. Perry's going to get the ball back, but he's going to hit it out of bounds. That's going to be it for the first quarter. The score is 12-5. Perry 5 and Ripley 12. We'll be back after the commercial break.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma.
Welcome back to GarberWolverines.tv. The score 10-7. Looks like we had a little bit of a score mess up. Williams with the ball. Williams is going to get it over to 11. It's going to be back to 23 to Garfield. Going to be passed around a little bit. End up back with Williams. It's going to now be with Milligan. Milligan over to Larkin. Larkin to Williams. Williams is going to drive into the short corner. Going to hand it over to Garfield for the three-point. No good. And now Ripley's going to have the ball. Kleinsmith driving into the paint. Driving it into the paint. Give it over to number 15, McCollum. And McCollum's going to get that 2-point. Williams with the ball at the G. Williams talking to his team, communicating, trying to make something happen. He's going to drive up, get into the paint, and he's going to throw it up for floater, no good. And Ripley's going to, no, Ripley's not. It's going to roll off Ripley's back into Williams' hands. Williams is going to throw it up, no good. And it's going to be foul called on. Fouls on Zetterberg. It's his second personal foul and first team foul this quarter. Williams is going to be passing it in. Williams is going to get it in. He's going to pass it to 23. Larkin. Larkin over to 11. Milligan. Milligan back to Williams. Williams going to drive in a tiny bit. Going to give it back to Milligan. Back to Williams at corner. Going to get it into the paint. 23. He's going to throw it up. No good. It's going to get off the backboard. And Zetterberg's going to pass it all the way to Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith's going to throw it up. It's going to be no good, but his teammate's going to get that right off the rim. A lot of hands around the rim, but Perry's going to take it right back the other way. And Garfield with the three-point, no good. Ripley taking it back the other way. Number 11. Kleinsmith slowing down. He's going to communicate with his team. Gets it over to 15. McCollum. Going to get it in the paint to 23. And Perry's going to hit that out of his hands. Ripley's still going to have it, though. Ends back up with Kleinsmith at the G. Right from the tip of the G. Going to throw it up for a three-point, no good. Perry's going to get that back. Number 11, Milligan. Milligan to Williams. Williams drives in a tiny bit. Going to hand it back out to Milligan to Garfield. Garfield at the wing. He's going to communicate with his team where they want to go. To 21, Wolf. Wolf with the ball. Wolf getting pressured a little bit by 23 there for Ripley. He's going to get it over to his teammate, though. Back to him. Back to 23, Larkin. Over to Garfield. Garfield's going to be at the top of the G. Hand it over to Williams. They're going to slow down a little bit here. Talk it out, get a little breather. Williams is going to drive up. Hand it over to Garfield. Ooh, tries to get over to Milligan, but Kleinsmith's going to hit that out of his hands. He's going to do a layup. It's going to be good for a 2-point. Williams with the ball now, taking it back the other way. Williams over to Milligan. Milligan to 23, Larkin. Larkin gets it over to Milligan. Milligan tries to push up a little bit. Williams now. Williams driving up. Floater from the short corner, no good. Zetterberg taking it back down the other way. Gonna hand it over to Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith with a three, no good, just barely. Looks like Ripley almost got the rebound bounced out of his hands, and it's now gonna be in Perry's hands, taking it back the other way. Williams, Milligan now. Garfield now. To Williams. To Larkin. Larkin's gonna drive up for the layup, no good. Ripley's gonna start taking it the other way. Smith with the ball, gets it over to Zetterberg. Zetterberg with the three-point. No good. Just bounced out, rolled out of the rim. Williams now taking it back the other way. Gets it to Milligan. Over to 23, gets it to Garfield. Garfield's gonna push up into the paint for the floater, no good. Ripley's gonna get that ball back. Gonna be passed around a little bit, gonna end up in Zetterberg's hands. And there's gonna be a timeout called by Ripley. And we will be back after these ads. The score is 14-7.
Tired of complicated Wi-Fi management? Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi makes it easy. With Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi, you can set your Wi-Fi password, view all your connected devices, and even run speed tests all from your phone. Need to set up parental controls? No problem. Simple, smart, secure. Stay connected and in control with Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Visit GoPioneer.com to learn more.
Welcome back to GarberWolverines.tv. Score is 14-7. Perry just half under Ripley. Ripley with the lead, 7-point lead. Just looking at the bench there and looking at the court as well, Perry seems to be a lot smaller than Ripley. Still very good though. McCollum over to 22, in the paint to 23, gonna throw it up for two, no good. Ripley is gonna fight for the rebound, and it's gonna be a whistle. It's going to be, see whose ball here. It's gonna be Ripley ball. Number 3, Dixon passing it in. Dixon's gonna get it. Dixon's gonna get it into number 5, and 5's gonna throw it up for off the backboard. That's McKnight. McKnight for the 2. Williams now taking it back the other way. It's gonna be passed around a little bit. Ends up with Williams at the corner. Williams gonna drive up a little bit. Gets it out to Milligan. Milligan to 3. To Williams. Williams looking to pass. Gets to Milligan. Gonna look around. Welver over to 12. Gonna drive up. Lots of ball. It's a ball movement here. Trying to look to find an opening to score. It's gonna bounce off number 3's feet there, but he's gonna get it back, and there's gonna be a walking call. All right, jump ball. It's gonna be Ripley. Number 15 with the ball. McCollum. McCollum to Dixon. Dixon to number 22, Smith. Smith back to Dixon. Tries to pass it in, but Perry's going to take that ball. Going to get it over to Milligan. Milligan to Williams. Williams is going to start taking it down the court. Williams talking to his team, communicating. Williams is going to drive in a little bit to short corner. He's going to drive into the paint. Throw it up, no good. There's going to be a whistle. There's a foul on Dixon, and Williams is going to be shooting free throws. First one is going to be good. Teammate's going to give him a high five, tell him a good job for that. Williams at the free throw line once again. It's up. Ooh, and no high five for that one. He's going to start taking it back the other way, number 3. Dixon over to 22, up for the three-point, no good. Perry's gonna get that rebound though. Over to 12, back to Williams. Williams with the ball, gonna get it over to 3, Welliver, back to Williams. Gonna drive in, get in the paint, gonna get it over to Milligan, to 12. 12's gonna drive in, up, floater, good. That's 12, Heston Witter with the 2-point. All right, number 15, McCollum for Ripley, taking it over there. Dixon and McCollum. It's gonna be passed around a little bit in between teammates. trying to make something happen. In back up with McCollum. McCollum to Smith. Smith gets it over to 5. McKnight. McKnight dribbling around, gets it back to 3. Dixon. Dixon to McCollum in the paint to 23, and it's good for a layup. That's number 23, Trey Poteet, with a 2-point. Williams now taking it back the other way. There is 48 seconds on the clock. See if he can make something happen within this second quarter. He's gonna give it over to his teammate. Just barely went out of bounds there. Gonna be a little bit of substitute happening. A little bit of substitution. Jump ball Perry. Williams passing it in. Ooh, Williams tries to get to 3, but it goes right back out. It's gonna be Ripley jump ball. Gonna pass it into McKnight. McKnight to Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith to McIntyre. McIntyre to 22, Smith. Smith up for the 3, and it's good. 3-point conversion good for Bryce Smith. Williams with the ball. Williams gonna drive up. Get a little bit of pressure there. Levin's gonna drive up. He's gonna, try to throw it up, but no good, because Ripley just hits it out. All right, Williams with the ball. Williams gets it over to Milligan. Milligan gets it over to 3, and that's the end of the first half. Your score is 21-10. Ripley Warriors 21 and Perry Maroons 10. We will be back after halftime.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Garber Co-op, serving the communities of Garber, Fairmont, and Covington, knows how important high school sports is to the community and is excited to help sponsor this contest. The Garber Co-op can help you with all of your grain, fertilizer, custom fertilized spread, feed, fuel, and propane needs. Visit the Garber Co-op today or call us at 580-863-2292. The Garber Co-op salutes all of the coaches, athletes, and cheerleaders who make the commitment to make high school sports great.
Surface Experts is your one-stop shop for all of your hard surface damage. If you have a scratch, chip, crack, burn mark, or hole, we can handle it. We repair all types of hard surfaces, including stone and laminate countertops, wood and LVP floors, tubs, showers, and cabinets. We can also grind and polish glass cooktops and remove scratches from stainless steel elevators and appliances. We focus on repairing just the spot with the damage, so you don't have to replace the whole surface. We work with apartments and residential properties all over Oklahoma. Give us a call today to schedule your repair.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Tired of complicated Wi-Fi management? Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi makes it easy. With Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi, you can set your Wi-Fi password, view all your connected devices, and even run speed tests all from your phone. Need to set up parental controls? No problem. Simple, smart, secure. Stay connected and in control with Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Visit GoPioneer.com to learn more.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Garber Co-op, serving the communities of Garber, Fairmont, and Covington, knows how important high school sports is to the community and is excited to help sponsor this contest. The Garber Co-op can help you with all of your grain, fertilizer, custom fertilized spread, feed, fuel, and propane needs. Visit the Garber Co-op today or call us at 580-863-2292. The Garber Co-op salutes all of the coaches, athletes, and cheerleaders who make the commitment to make high school sports great.
Surface Experts is your one-stop shop for all of your hard surface damage. If you have a scratch, chip, crack, burn mark, or hole, we can handle it. We repair all types of hard surfaces, including stone and laminate countertops, wood and LVP floors, tubs, showers, and cabinets. We can also grind and polish glass cooktops and remove scratches from stainless steel elevators and appliances. We focus on repairing just the spot with the damage, so you don't have to replace the whole surface. We work with apartments and residential properties all over Oklahoma. Give us a call today to schedule your repair.
In our business and at our firm, it's all about preparation, preparation, preparation. We are advocates for our client. We speak for them. So as a part of that advocacy, it involves hiring the best experts. It's doing the legal research. It's doing the medical research. That is advocacy behind the scenes. It's not just the bells and whistles in front of the jury.
Welcome back to GarberWolverines.tv. We are back with the Perry and Ripley game. Ripley and Perry game. Home Ripley and guest Perry. In case you weren't here for the first half, it was pretty close, and then Ripley got up just barely 11 over Perry. We're going to be starting with Perry's ball. It's going to be jump ball passed into Williams. Williams over to Garfield. Garfield back to Williams. Williams is going to give it over to 23, Larkin. Larkin to Garfield. Garfield's going to drive in a little bit, give it out to Williams. Williams going to dribble it around a little bit, look to make something happen. Going to drive in. Going to be in the paint, and it's going to be whistle. It's going to be Ripley ball. Going to be passed into Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith to Zetterberg. Back to Kleinsmith to the wing. McIntyre to the corner. All the way over to the other wing for the three. Kleinsmith. No good, off the rim and the backboard. 24 saves that from going out, but it's going to end up in Perry's hands, and there's going to be a whistle. It's going to be foul called on Smith. It's going to be Perry jump ball into Williams. It's going to give over to Garfield. Garfield to 12, Witter. We passed around a little bit, end up with Garfield. Garfield's going to drive into the paint, give her to 21, throw it right off the rim, and it's going to be a whistle call. Foul is called on I think he said Dawson Deal. It's first personal foul. First free throw is no good for number 21 for the Maroons. Zane Wolf. Here's his second free throw. And it's going to be good. Number 22 for the Warriors, passing into number 11, Kleinsmith. To McIntyre. McIntyre back to Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith to McIntyre. To Zetterberg. Back to Zetterberg from 24. Up for the three-point, no good. Kleinsmith's going to pass it into Smith. Smith for the three-point from the corner, and it's going to be good. Williams with the ball. Williams over to Garfield. Garfield is going to get it into number 23, Larkin, but it's going to go out of bounds. Jump ball, Perry. Perry's going to get it into Garber. Or Garfield, sorry. Zetterberg going to pass it into Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith going to get it over to McIntyre. Going to be passed around a little bit, gets to the corner. Going to end up in the paint to 24, up for the two-point, no good, rebounded by Perry. Williams driving into the paint. Tried to get it over to Witter, but it went out of bounds. It's going to be foul called on McIntyre. Jump ball, Perry. Getting it in, gets it over to Garfield. Garfield over to 12, Witter. Witter to Williams. Williams driving a little bit to 23. Back to Garfield. Garfield at the wing. A lot of passing around here, and it's going to be whistle, and it's going to be jump ball, Ripley. Zetterberg's going to be passing into Kleinsmith. Zetterberg at the wing. Back to Kleinsmith, over to 1, McIntyre. McIntyre to Zetterberg. Zetterberg into 22 Smith. Back to Zetterberg. All the way over to Kleinsmith at the other corner. Going to get it McIntyre at the top. Going to be a lot of passing around here, looking for something open. It's going to end up with Smith in the paint. Tries to get it up, but it's going to be blocked by Perry. It's going to be a foul called. Foul's called on... Foul is called on Matthew Larkin, number 23 for Perry. And number 22, Smith, is going to be shooting free throws. First one's up. It's good. 2 little high fives there from his teammate. Second one, no good. Or, sorry, good. Good there. Perry's taking it back the other way. Garfield with the ball at the wing. Going to give it over to Williams. Williams to 12. Going to be passed around a little bit. Going back to Garfield. Garfield to Witter. Witter to Williams. Williams back to Garfield. The ball's going to be fought for by Ripley, and it's going to be jump ball. Sorry. Wait, foul called on one of the players. That's a foul on McIntyre. His second personal foul and 4th team foul this quarter. Williams at the wing. Get it in the paint to 21. Gonna throw it for the 2 off the backboard. No good. Kleinsmith taking it back the other direction. It's gonna take a little bit slow, get a breather. Gonna give it over to McIntyre, to Zetterberg, over to Smith, to Zetterberg. Passed around, gets all the way over back to Kleinsmith. Gets it in the paint to Smith. Gives it to Hall, but gets hit out of bounds. There is a foul on Garfield for Perry. And Dalton Hall is going to be shooting free throws. First one, no good. Teammates going to tell him nice try with those high fives. Smith's going out for Ripley, and 23's coming in. Poteet. Second ball up, no good. Williams taking the ball down the other direction. Williams dribbling a little bit, trying to look to make something happen. Gives it over to Garfield, doesn't give it over to Garfield. Ripley's going to take that. Zetterberg taking it the other direction. He's going to slow it down a little bit. Going to give it over to 23. Get it back to Zetterberg for a 3-point. No good. Perry's going to take that rebound. Williams taking it back the other way. Williams at the G. Going to give it over to Garfield. He's going to give it over to 12. He's going to Williams now. Perry up for the 2-point. No good. That was number 23, Larkin. Williams gets that ball back from Ripley. Ripley's really gonna fight here in defense. Kleinsmith with the ball back, takes it right back, and there's a whistle. There is a foul called. The foul is on. The foul's on Williams. McIntyre passing it in. Then you get over to Zetterberg. Zetterberg to Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith back to Zetterberg at the wing. Just passing around, taking a little slow here. Communicating. .23 at the wing. Top. Back to the other wing. Back at the top. Just going to be passed around a lot here. Running the time down a little bit. Kleinsmith with the ball now. 23, Poteet. Back to Kleinsmith. Over to McIntyre. McIntyre into Zetterberg. Zetterberg over to Poteet. Poteet up for the 2-point. It's good. Nice little move there by Poteet. Got the ball in for a 2-point. Williams at the G now. Gets over to 11. Williams now with the ball. Williams going to push up a little bit. Gets to 11, short corner. Back, tries to get it back to Williams, but Kleinsmith's going to take that, start taking it the other direction. He's going to get in the paint, and there's going to be a whistle. And it's going to be Perry ball. Williams taking the ball back down the other way. Let's see if Perry can make something happen here. Gonna give it over to Milligan. Over to 23. From the elbow, no good. Williams gets that rebound though, and it's up for a 2-point. Good. Williams with that 2-point. All right, McIntyre with the ball. Kleinsmith, 23, Poteet. Kleinsmith to Zetterberg. Zetterberg all the way over to McIntyre. McIntyre to Kleinsmith. Going to be lots of passing around here. We saw this last possession. Going to get it over back to Kleinsmith, back to Zetterberg. Into 21, Lundy. Lundy to McIntyre. Kleinsmith, Zetterberg again, up for the 3. No good, just off the rim over the backboard. .53 seconds left on the clock for the third quarter. Perry's ball possession. 23 is going to be 23. Larkin's going to be passing it to Williams. Williams over to Garfield. Garfield to 12. Witter. Witter passed around a little bit. Going to end up with Garfield at the wing. Garfield top of Witter. Witter to Williams. Williams. Garfield at the top of the 3. It's going to be passed around a lot. Ripley playing good defense here. And Ripley's going to take that ball back down to the other side of the court. Throw it for the 2-point, no good. Perry's going to get that ball back. There's number 15 who attempted that in the column. And that's buzzer. That will be it for the third quarter. Your score is 28-13, 28 Ripley Warriors. We'll be back after the commercial break.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Career Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Oklahoma Career Tech.
Tired of complicated Wi-Fi management? Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi makes it easy. With Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi, you can set your Wi-Fi password, view all your connected devices, and even run speed tests all from your phone. Need to set up parental controls? No problem. Simple, smart, secure. Stay connected and in control with Go Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Visit GoPioneer.com to learn more.
Welcome back to GarberWolverines.tv. We are back in the fourth quarter. The score is 28-13. Perry 13, Ripley Warriors 28. It is Ripley ball possession. It's going to be in the paint, 23. Back out to Smith. Smith from the wing, up for the 3-point, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Perry. There is going to be a whistle. The The foul's called on Luke Lundy. It's his first personal and first team foul of the quarter. Make a little bit of substitutions for each team. Sorry, for Ripley. Williams with the ball. Williams to Garfield. Garfield at 23, Poteet. Or Williams. Back to Williams, and Ripley's gonna take the ball. That's Smith with the ball. Gonna go up for the layup, and it's good for a 2-point. That was Bryce Smith. Williams now taking it back the other way. Gonna slow down a little bit, communicate with his team, tell him where to go. Make something happen. Williams up from the free throw line, and it's gonna be good for a 2-point. Ripley now taking it back the other way. Dixon over to Smith, back to Dixon. Dixon to get it over, Dixon at the top of the G, gonna get it into Smith. Smith to 23. Poteet with the ball, gonna get it over to, try to get it over to 31 McKee, and it's gonna go out of bounds. All right, jump ball Perry. Williams now slowly dribbling it down the court. Communicating with his team. Gonna make something happen. Pretty sure Williams and Garfield have been in this game the entire time. Not very many players on the Perry side. Gonna be passed around a little bit. Williams, and I believe there's a whistle. Yep. Foul is called on foul is on Ripley. Gonna be passed in to 21 to Williams. Williams gonna throw it all the way. Ball's gonna be tossed around a little bit. It's gonna end up with 3 for Ripley. Dixon to Smith. Smith into 31 McKee. McKee up for the 2-point, no good. It's gonna be back in Perry's hands, taking it the other way. In the paint, up, and there's a whistle. And they're gonna be shooting freeze. The foul is called on. The foul is on Dixon for Ripley. And Witter is gonna be shooting freeze. First one, up, and it's good. Off the rim, backboard, and swirled around that rim a little bit. Still went in. Witter up with his second free throw. Right off the rim, gonna be right off the rim and hit right back out of bounds by Perry, so it's gonna be Ripley jump ball. It's gonna be passed into Dixon. Turn to McKee, 15, 23 Poteet. Poteet with the ball to McKee. McKee to Smith, and looks like he took too many steps, so it's gonna be jump ball for Perry. McKee's coming out of the game. Williams dribbling the ball down the court. He's gonna get it over to the right side. He's gonna throw it up for 2 from the elbow, no good. And it's gonna be hit out by Perry, I'm pretty sure. It's gonna be Ripley jump ball. Sorry, Perry jump ball, hit out by Ripley. It's gonna be thrown over to 3. It's gonna give over to Garfield. Garfield to 21, Wolf. Wolf to Witter. to Welliver to Williams. Williams to Garfield. Garfield in the paint. Up, floater. No good. It's going to be Dixon ball. Dixon to get over to Smith. Smith going to get it over to 23 Poteet. Poteet going to get it over to 15 Column. Column going to drive up. Throws it up for a 2-point, no good. Williams now taking the ball back the other way for Perry. Williams gives it over to Garfield. Garfield at the wing. To the top of the three, going to be passed around a little bit. Williams going to drive into the paint. Throw it up for a 2-point, no good. Going to be rebounded by Ripley, and there's going to be a whistle. There's going to be a foul called on. The foul is called on 1-5 for Ripley, number 15. That is Caden McCollum. Williams passing it in. Williams gets it into Garfield. Garfield throws it up, and it's good for a 2-point. And that's going to be a timeout. We will be back on GarberWolverines.tv. The score is 30-18, Ripley 30. We'll be back after these commercials.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Welcome back to GarberWolverines.tv with 4 minutes and 32 seconds in the fourth quarter. Score is 30-18, Ripley 30. Ripley with the ball, gives it over to Zetterberg. Zetterberg over to Smith. Smith gets it in the paint to 23. To Zetterberg. Throws it up right off the backboard, no good, 21 Lundy. And it's going to be a whistle. Foul's called on Zane Wolf. His second personal foul and second team foul this quarter. And 21 Lundy's going to be shooting freeze. First one no good. All right, Lundy with the second free. Ooh, just right out, swirled out of the rim there. Williams now taking it back the other way. Williams to Garfield. Garfield to 12, Witter. Going to be passed around a little bit, ends up with Williams. Williams to Larkin. Larkin going to drive in a little bit, give it back out to Garfield. Garfield in the paint, throws it up, and there's going to be a whistle. No good for the 2-point. It's going to be a foul called on. Foul's called on 22, Bryce Smith. And Garfield is going to be shooting free throws. First one's up, and it's good. Second free throw here. No good. Ripley's going to take that ball. Klein Smith. Klein Smith driving in. Going to give it over to Zetterberg. Zetterberg to Poteet. Poteet back to Zetterberg. Zetterberg driving in. Tries to get it to Smith, but goes out. 23 Petit coming out, and looks like McIntyre came in for him. Klein-Smith passing it in to Lundy. Lundy throws it up for 2, no good. Williams now taking it back the other way for Perry. Williams over to number 12, Witter. Witter drives it in, Ripley takes it back. Smith with the ball now taking it back the other way. Zetterberg. Zetterberg drives in. 21 with it. Tries to get it back out to Smith, but it's taken by Witter. Witter gets it over to Williams. Williams to Garfield. Garfield back to Williams. For 21. Wolf. Garfield. Witter. Wolf again. Wolf drives into the paint. It looks like it was whistle, jump ball, Ripley now. Ripley now going to take it the other way. Klein-Smith with the ball. Klein-Smith at the G. Going to drive in a little bit, hand it over to McIntyre. McIntyre over to Zetterberg. Zetterberg up with the layup, and it's good. Little right-hand layup from Zetterberg there for a 2-point. Williams to 21, over to Witter. Witter, and then Garfield. Williams. Williams back to Witter. Witter at the wing, over to the corner. Garfield. Irving's going to drive in. Ooh, tries to give it over to 23 Larkin, but it goes out of bounds. There is a foul. Foul's called on McIntyre. And it's going to be Perry free throw. Number 23, Larkin. Matthew Larkin. He's only going to have one teammate up there with him. His first free throw, no good. His second free throw. It's up. It's good. Klein-Smith passing it into Zetterberg here. Back to Klein-Smith. Klein-Smith over to 5. Welliver. Welliver to Smith. Smith to Zetterberg. To Klein-Smith. To Welliver. Welliver to Zetterberg. Zetterberg at the top of the 3. Look to make something happen here. Tries to use his teammate there as a screen. Get over to Klein-Smith. Klein-Smith trying to go around Zetterberg here. To McIntyre. Pass it into the paint to Smith. Smith over to the corner. Zetterberg. Zetterberg dribbling around. Gets it to Klein-Smith at the G. Over to 5. Back to Zetterberg at the G. And there's a whistle. There is a foul on Cash Welliver. First personal, third team. McIntyre's going to pass it into Smith, and Smith's going to go up for that right off the backboard 2 points. Going to be good. Williams at the G now. Williams gives it to Garfield. Garfield over to Witter, but Klein-Smith from Ripley's going to take that and goes up for the left-handed layup, and it's going to be good. Williams drives into the paint. It's going to be a whistle. It's going to be foul. Fouls on Cash Welliver. .21.5 seconds left on the clock, the fourth quarter. Score is 36-20. 16-point lead. Ripley is ahead. Kleinsmith with the ball at the G. He's going to just run the clock down. Looks like, yep, 0 seconds. Your in-game score will be 36-20. 36 Ripley Warriors and 20 Perry Maroons. Good game, boys, and we'll be back on GarberWolverines.tv after these ads.